I wouldn't be surprised, but we're live, and it's
there it is.
it's time for the trial.
It is.
AKA
I've been
my
waiting.
crash out. You've been waiting.
I've been waiting.
I have also been waiting and anticipating my absolute demise at this. If I died on the last trial, I will probably die on this one too. So yeah, I have not very little faith in myself. I think I have a pretty okay amount of faith that it'll be okay. But I feel like I'm gonna die in it. Maybe once or twice. Who knows?
Nah.
Nah.
Oh, actually, there's part of this. I'm not gonna help you with that part because if I had to struggle through it, if Sour and I, because we both were struggling through it, if we gotta struggle through it, you gotta struggle through it too.
Great.
But if you get too close to death, I still won't tell you.
Where are you going with where are you going with this sentence?
Well, I figured I might have been a little nice with that comment, so I decided I needed to double down the opposite way.
She said, "All right, I'll be nice once, but I'm gonna double down and be mean, so the niceness cancels out."
Yeah.
Great.
Equality. Equilibrium. That's the word I was thinking of. Equilibrium. You know. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
We did that a lot in chem.
I wouldn't know. Sorry.
I would.
I almost failed chemistry and physics and biology. So
God, did I hate physics.
I am not a science girly. I don't know anything about science, so
I like math and science.
I like math when I understand it and know what's going on, and then I'm chill with it. But other than that, stay away from me with graphs. I hate graphs.
I love graphs.
I hate graphic shit.
I hope you know, by the way, I keep looking at your background and I'm getting really frustrated because I've realized I never sent you the updated version. Yeah, the fish. That's exactly what I keep looking at.
I knew it. I knew it was the fish. I knew it was the fish because I was like, there's no way there's anything else that frustrates her more than this fish right here. Because I remember you sent this one and you're like, this is gonna be the thumbnail, and then you're like, oh, I forgot to color in the fish, so you went back in and colored it, and you're like, I'm not gonna send it. It's just basically the same thing, whatever. So I didn't
know so many people would be making it backgrounds.
I mean, if you want to send me the new and updated one, I will change it with the fish, so you don't have to worry about the transparent fish.
Like, why does the fish, like, it just shows my body underneath it.
It's okay. You can pretend that the fish is orange and it's like there's a little stripe. It's Nemo.
There's no Nemo in Lockdown Protocol.
Yes, there is.
Oh my god. We didn't
fish.
Give... No, but the fish that you make the pizza with.
Oh. Well.
We didn't give any context to the stream. This is the thumbnail for the Lockdown Protocol stream. We didn't say anything about that. We're just like, the fish. The fish isn't colored in.
Yeah. I guess the context would have been nice for that. But yes.
Yeah, probably.
The original version of the thumbnail did not have a colored in fish. And I have that original version set up as my wallpaper, or whatever you want to call it, on the background of my computer.
Yeah, desktop wallpaper.
Yeah, that thing. And so
that thing.
I have set that up, and I knew that she was gonna see it because I'm streaming the screen to her.
It's just the... I can't handle it.
It's okay. Here you go.
It's okay. Okay, well now I'm irritated because that's not centered.
Well, it's okay. Here, I'll put you out of your misery. I'll load the entire game for you.
Yes. Oh.
So, Oh, sorry.
No
intro. Sorry.
Wow. Chat, this was so mean.
Chat, I can't hear anything. Imagine I started trial 2.
That would be insane.
Alright, we're taking it back a couple steps, chat. Going to trial 2. I am scared. I'm very scared for this.
But the trial ground's so pretty.
It is pretty, and the problem is the fact that I'm just scared that I'm gonna be terrible at this. So that's where I'm at right now.
Oh my god, we have one more stream until you get here after this.
Yeah, we do. We do.
That's weird.
One more stream.
It's so weird.
Weird in a good way or a bad way?
Yeah. In a confusing way.
In a confusing way. Also, I just realized that the Discord bubbles are not popping up on the stream. I don't know how to fix that.
Oh god, okay.
So
I'll get that set up real quick. It won't take long. I wonder why though. Oh. Is it picking up my voice?
Talk again.
Hello?
Yeah, it's picking up your voice.
Okay. So, we're in the waiting room right now.
Oh.
It's set up to the other one. But I'll get a new link.
That's okay. Who needs them? Or we can move channels.
No, because I don't know if the not Spotify. It might just be linked to here. It won't take long. It'll take just a minute. There.
Technical difficulties 7 minutes in.
It's okay. Alright. Sorry, I'm talking to make sure it looks right.
Yeah.
Okay. Here. It's pretty easy to make these. I have the link saved. Wow, that's a long link. I didn't realize it was that long.
Holy shit. So, am I just supposed to click this?
No, you copy and paste it in a browser source. Like, you know the browser source, right?
Maybe.
In the scene. Yeah, you add a browser source. Yeah.
I have to rename it. Hold on.
That explains why they weren't popping up though.
And then I just changed the URL, right?
Oh my god.
I'm just wondering.
At your stream.
Oh,
yes.
Haha.
You put the URL in there.
Did it work? Aha, it worked.
Yeah, you might want to move it down a little. And you can make the bubbles a bit bigger. Just a little bit.
There you go.
Okay.
That works.
That's
fine.
Well, now we have the bubbles.
Now we have the bubbles. So everything should be good. Talk again.
Hello.
Okay, it's popping up. We're good.
Hello.
Okay. Also, I just realized that you sent that gift.
Oh, yeah, that was my way of telling you that I was online. I thought that was the reason that you joined.
I did not even see that, if I'm being honest with you, until just now. I think I was doing something and then I saw the little like speaker on the Discord thing and that's when I joined.
Okay.
But
that makes sense.
Are you ready?
Am I ready?
I'm asking myself.
Wow, rude. You hear this, chat?
I'm just kidding.
I don't even get to decide. Whatever, go ahead.
It'll be fine. Everything is gonna work out. Everything is gonna be totally.
I feel like that's the thing I should be telling you because you're convinced this trial is not gonna go well.
Yes, because if we remember the trial from chapter 3, it did not go very well. So
I actually don't remember. I
Well,
remember that it
I
took
do.
me forever to make that thumbnail.
I do. I remember because I
But-
failed it.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Yay.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go. Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch.
Oh,
Guess
God.
what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
Well, hate to break it to you.
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his
Oopsie.
life to protect me. I'm gonna be the
Risked
one
his
who
life.
avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by
Oh my
curry.
God.
Got it?
Jesus Christ.
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
Strawberry.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower from Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning?
Sonia?
Don't tell me you three were together
Oh,
since
boy.
last night!
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
What?
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
Hi,
Hey,
Sour.
Sour.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House. and
How are
went to
you,
the tower
Sour?
together.
And then,
Yes, Sour.
the three
How
of
are
us
you?
discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
Okay, have fun at work.
We heard the
Yes,
body discovery
Have
announcement too,
fun.
from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button.
Broke.
We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
Crazy work.
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes. One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
Damn,
Whoa.
okay.
You're the cruelest one here.
Crazy work.
Now. Enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously.
Lover squirrel.
We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
The incident
I have many
notwithstanding,
questions.
I also have many questions.
No way. I'm glad that we're on the same page, Sonia, because I have many, many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
Even.
I was gonna say, what is that supposed to mean?
Well, the weapon is obvious, right? What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You could totally tell just by looking.
Oh boy. You can tell what the weapon is just by looking. It wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. The only thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably... Make my argument. Okay.
What do you think it is?
I have to like remember what happened. I'd say the wire is a good option, and the hammer, but the hammer is new and doesn't seem to have any sort of damage on it, so I'm thinking wire.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
What?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
Okay. Hammer in the tower was the weapon, like he said. It looks like that's the case, but still, that hammer is just too clean.
I guess we should figure out the
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer. The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
Fuck. Wait, is it not? Is it Y? That's okay. Hold on.
You hit it.
Damn it!
Yeah. Okay. I know what. I know. Okay.
I guess we should figure out the weapon.
The weapon was right
I was
there
like,
at the
I
scene of the
couldn't
crime.
remember.
That pillar, huh?
I was like, I have to
No, the hammer.
refresh my memory with
The killer
what's
used that
happening.
hammer and beat the crap.
If it was unexpected, I suppose.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
What is the? What were the other truth bullets? I know one of them is a hammer, and then. I'm like trying to remember all the controls.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
The pillar.
No, the hammer.
Somebody picked up the pillar and just
The
smacked.
killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
He said the thing.
No, I can't accept that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
I forget that you can put the chat in
A
auto.
lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's
Yeah.
body, just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
Would we?
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped
Well,
off
yeah.
the oil later.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangster? Me?
Just so you all know, I was trying to test you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I thought maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right.
It seems that was a waste of time.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then
Sometimes it pauses a
about
little
we look
too
at it
long,
from
and I'm
a
like, is the
different
auto
angle?
thing
That's
still
what I was
working or
looking at
not?
too. I was like,
if it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
The actual hammer has oil on it, but if something at the crime scene had, if it's something at the crime scene that had oil on it.
I see!
I see.
The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got
I don't-
clobbered with that pillar.
I don't think she understands that like
Nobody
nobody
could
can.
withstand a blow
Yeah,
from that
like nobody
pillar.
can. Well, nobody can pick it
Even
up.
if you used 100%
Or, like, I guess if you,
of your
like,
muscle strength, it would
slammed
be
his head
impossible to
against
wield
it,
it as a
then-
weapon.
Yeah. I don't know.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
Just because you can pick it up doesn't mean everybody can.
she
Even
couldn't
you,
pick
I
it
was
up
gonna say,
either,
even
though.
you couldn't pick it up. Oh, I guess I should be reading these.
I guess you should.
Oopsie. It's no use. It's barely budging. Didn't I tell you? My bad,
Yeah,
OG.
That pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
Okay.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
The heck?
But it does bother me a little. That word, suicide. It's your line. Maybe.
I stood 1 second. My family was at the door.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Because I muted myself.
I didn't hear you say
But
1
then,
second.
but then I unmuted and I
Oh.
said 1 second.
I didn't
And
hear
then,
you.
and then you said, "I hate you," and I said, "What?
I what?
Why?" I know that's what I felt like.
What?
I don't know why you said it either.
All right.
Anyways, by the way, the 4th murder of the Killing School Life was apparently ruled a suicide.
Huh? No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
For
Yes,
realsies.
For reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
Look at her.
There's no need to lift that
Oh,
pillar.
I forgot that you can. What the fuck was that?
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
Oh boy. The killer murdered Nekomaru by tipping over that pillar. If the pillar was tipped onto Nekomaru, that means it would have been on top of him, right? No, there's a contradiction in that assumption.
There's no need to lift.
And what is that contradiction?
Oh fuck, I missed it.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond
Why
a
does the word
dream.
pillar look so weird?
What about tipping the pillar over?
Because you keep seeing it.
They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
There's no need to lift.
If the pillar was beating him with it is...
What about tipping the pillar? They aimed right for his head.
Even I could...
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
I have a feeling
Sonia,
I'm wrong.
you go!
But
I'm getting hella excited!
I think I have the right truth
There's
bullet,
no
but I
need to lift
don't
that
know
pillar.
which one to
If the
shoot.
pillar was not beating him with it is beyond a...
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of...
Sonia! I'm getting hella excited!
Okay, yeah.
Aren't the pillar fragments underneath the body?
Yeah, they are.
So tipping over the pillar to hit him, would those not be on top
Yeah.
rather than below?
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond it.
What about tipping the pillar over?
No, that's wrong.
I was like thinking, I was like, okay, it can't be the pillar's weight that I'm like shooting. It has
If
to.
Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Hajime and I, same wavelength right now.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
Agree to disagree.
I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
Smashed his head into it.
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
Why
I
are you
just
so certain?
I have a
about that?
feeling.
A feeling, huh?
Just got a
That's
feeling.
just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we? There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
Is
Then I
it?
shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys.
Oh boy, here we go.
You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to
Oh
fight
boy,
the
here we
Future
go.
Foundation? You make me laugh.
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito. What the hell happened to you?
What the hell happened to you, indeed?
How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
Just a different
I've
type
learned
of
a
lunatic.
valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Oh my god.
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A
And what's
specific
that item?
item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
The ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
Is it?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
Crazy
I
work.
am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark devas of destruction.
I see.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols
He
of hope,
really
aren't
like
you?
does not give a flying
forgot.
fuck right now.
Except for Hajime, of course.
Oh, here we go.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
If.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Sweet.
Yeah, why'd she say it like that?
Not only does that make perfect sense,
I don't
but
know.
Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Oh boy.
Faux show. I shall leave this matter to your
Faux
discretion.
show! The two houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that.
What proof is that, Hajime?
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
Yeah, is it really that much of a secret if you can just figure it out in 2 seconds?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the
Okay.
floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before.
Give it 10 years. 5 a.m. Nagito's sudden appearance.
Hey, his appearance is important.
This whole time we've been thinking the two towers are the same building, but if that's the case, there's something it wouldn't explain.
In are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of...
Is that really it? It's weird to say they're both. I mean, the walls are different colors and the designs on the floor.
We've already settled. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. He said the line.
He said the thing,
Both of
chat.
those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Oh, what? Excuse me?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
Where did this come from?
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
It throws me off. I'm like, did it like get out of
It's
auto?
Probably
It
some
does
kind of
not.
trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down.
Whoa. Hello. Hello, Miss Sonia.
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
While we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower? But we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were
Monokuma did
moving,
it.
Monokuma quickly moved things
But
around.
Monokuma doesn't.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there's no bread, let them eat cake.
What? Okay.
Look, she's just... It's just girly things.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The
I
pillar
don't
could
really
have
remember
been
how to do
rolled.
this minigame. It's Y, right?
And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words.
I was gonna say, there's no way they would have been able to like
moving the body and
move
pillar
the
is possible.
oil.
But it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Doesn't make sense for
Huh?
if it was moved.
When the position
I don't know
of
what you're
Nekomaru's
talking
body and
about.
the pillar
She's
changed,
got a point.
the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
That's not true.
That's
Then
not true.
It's impossible to think it was moved.
They cleaned up the oil and then brought more
terribly
oil and
sorry.
just spilled it
I
around.
cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
So what really happened?
Yeah, he's
Does
just
that
weird.
mean the two
He's just
towers
a
aren't the
simp.
same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the E-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
Indeed, yeah.
No
You gotta let her
huh?
think. She's cooking.
This mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse, but we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. Then the only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues.
Hey, Nagito. I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
It kills me that Monami is just
Give us the
hanging out.
answer, not a
Yeah.
freaking hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Oh god.
Determine? Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagito say all of that all of a sudden? That was not the right way to say that sentence.
It's okay.
Did something happen to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
He performed the appropriate action? The action that Nagito did, I seem to recall hearing about it during the investigation too.
I see!
The game!
You're talking about the final dead room, right?
The escape room that...
You cleared the
you know.
life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right.
The pauses
The
kill
hint
me.
is what I saw after I cleared it.
I know.
It was a window!
In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very
Oh my god, are you gonna tell us what was
strange
behind
scenery.
the window?
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yeah.
Yep.
I was gonna say, Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket.
See? This is it.
Oh my god, I keep switching between the auto, like not knowing that Hajime is gonna talk right after. And as he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird?
Yeah, why the trees look like that?
If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Yeah, why do the trees look like that?
Oh my god, he's gonna murder you.
I don't know, maybe. Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture.
Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
Thinking time. Thinking time.
He said, use your head, idiot.
What doesn't make sense in this picture? I mean, the trees. Oh, I was like, where's my cursor?
Here!
Okay, Hajime. Here!
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right?
I was like, that can't be an artistic choice, can it?
If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken
You
from
mean
the
the
first floor
trees?
of Strawberry
Yeah.
House.
With how they're drawn?
Yeah.
You were not picking up on the right things right now.
Oh. Is that was intentional?
Yeah, those are trees.
Why were they? Okay. You know.
Oh my god.
I got it right, though. I got it right.
Chat, if this was a real trial, we'd be cooked.
Yes, I never claimed to be a lawyer. But they drew that on purpose like that. Not saying that I could draw any better, but like.
Oh my god,
Anyway.
you're a hater.
Alright, I'm gonna
it
continue.
should have been.
Then this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's the trees.
That's exactly what I was
I see. And is
thinking
that it?
too. Nagito said there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo, which means there are other contradictions contained in it. I was like, I had to look at the word and I was like, wait a minute, is that like
Valid.
what doesn't make sense in this picture? Besides the trees? See, like this, like you have all these like detailed ones, and then you have this.
Hey, leave the trees alone.
No, it's not the tower. Ooh, what the fuck? Why did it skip like that?
Crap!
I just made a fool of myself in front of everyone. Oopsie. See, like, this. Like, the quality's higher here, and then it just, like, what is this?
Chat.
Okay, but, okay.
It's just art.
Alright.
Let them vibe.
Here!
Okay. A complete shot in the dark.
The structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was.
Oh, I forgot it's not on auto. I'm like, why is he not?
Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle. Which means, if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape.
The tower
no
is
Grape House
just
at all.
that big that you can't see anything behind it.
Okay.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by
An
Monokuma's cursed
illusion.
eye?
God.
It's
From
okay.
this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me. If you guys
Do
are
your own
truly
thing,
symbols
dude.
of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too.
Oh no.
Even though he's just a normal high school student.
Just a normal high school
Despite the
student.
fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue? Is he talking about that one time? The one time
Why, hello there, Hajime.
Nagito? Why are you here?
Because I showed up.
You showed up? How did you even come here?
Maybe I teleported.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House,
I
right?
teleported.
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
God
The top
knows.
floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already.
Top floor. So the third floor?
Nah, there's a fourth floor.
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the 3rd floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
I wonder.
Was that thing just now another hint to figuring out the mystery behind the funhouse's structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the 3rd floor. Using the photo he took, I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Oh, if it's Hangman Gambit, I'm gonna lose my mind. Alright, let's do this. Oh, thank God.
I was waiting
I'm
for
like-
it to be Hangman's
I'm like,
Gambit.
I'm okay at this one. I just have to remember how to play it. Okay, A is to go fast, B is to break. How do you jump again? Is it Y?
I think it's
It's
Y.
Okay. I'm learning. It's my first trial ever. Okay.
You almost screwed yourself over right
I
there.
almost did. You're right. I see you playing the car one in V3, and I think I agree with you. I like this one better than the car one.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with the car one. I have fun with it too.
No. Wait. I did not read that question right.
Did they both exist?
They exist. In the context.
Oh no. I knew you were gonna say that.
Oh my god, that thing came out of nowhere. Hello. Alright, they are just deciding to pop out very quickly. I can only imagine, like, how quickly they pop out on, like, hard mode, considering that I'm on the easiest difficulty. Strawberry House, same building.
Are they the same building or different buildings?
Oh my god, chat, we got it right. Question number 3. Vertically? Okay. Yippee! I didn't die online. I didn't die this time.
It's all coming together.
Is it?
Well, apparently.
I'm still a little confused.
Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it.
Then
What
let me
kind of
hear it.
answer will you give, I wonder?
Oh boy. He's a sassy,
The picture
sassy
Nagito took
guy.
from Strawberry House.
I know, I
I
love
didn't see
it.
Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There is only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House,
Below it.
He was below it.
In the ground.
which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
I'm so like.
If you think about it like that,
What?
based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Where Strawberry House is located, that should be clear if I look at the photo that he took.
I see!
It's above.
On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap. I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes.
Yep, basically.
A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were two
I would
distinct
too.
buildings.
Like, I wouldn't have reason to believe that they're the same building.
Design of the funhouse.
But I mean,
Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
makes sense.
You've just been Kuma'd!
So kidding.
Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Then, it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Crazy.
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House. Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
What a crazy, like, sight to see.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
That's what I'm wondering too.
Your
Like,
precious hammies don't know, but it's so simple.
okay,
Alrighty then, I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash.
please
Please
like,
watch me,
do. I
Misumi.
have no idea.
Oh,
Unless there were
I
two
see.
Nekomarus,
Do
and they're just
whatever
like,
you
you know
like.
what? Here you go.
Oh, definitely make her watch me.
Oh God.
I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Okay.
She notices you, just not in a great way.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
A dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
What?
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them.
Oh my god. Really?
A dummy of Nekomaru's body existed? Does that mean the killer prepared it in advance? But is something like that even possible? I mean, the disassembled body parts didn't look like they moved at all.
I'm
There's no way it's a dummy. There's no way they made a second Nekomaru. What are the things again?
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
You're a dummy.
You mean a fake
I know,
body?
right?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
No.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
Okay, there's no way. Okay, hold on. Chat, I may be cooking.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
No, that's
I
wrong.
was gonna say, like, there's no way that there's a dummy. You can't be.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Huh? Me?
Wild that he's using it against him.
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
Not just that. The parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too.
right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy.
Oh my
Then
god.
it would be a different story.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right?
It's all right. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall.
Oh.
It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
Yes, it picked itself up and crawled
You
over
can't
to a
think of
different
device
floor.
Like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
Can you think of one?
A device like that.
Remember when we entered the funhouse from one side? How we couldn't enter it from the other?
Mm-hmm.
That device is just like that. If you enter it from a specific place, you can't enter it from the other.
A device that transports things to different floors in the same. Are they really
Any ideas?
dumbifying an elevator right now? Are they really dumbifying? And just like the tower,
I have
if
a
you
feeling.
enter it from a specific place, you can't enter it from the other.
I have a feeling I know what this is.
I feel like I've seen that before. I feel like I've seen that before.
I was right. I know what's going on here.
Oh God!
I knew it was coming. That's why they dumped it down so much. So you can know the answer, you just have to play the minigame.
I keep forgetting how to speed it up. Okay.
The
That was a
letters that are
little
the same
close.
can hit.
Oh.
They just become the big letters like that. Just as an
that makes
FYI,
sense.
because I saw you panicking over that one.
Oh,
That was so close.
That was
Got it.
very close. Holy shit, I thought it was gonna hit for sure. I thought I was cooked.
You must be talking about an elevator.
Yes, thank God.
Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator.
Is it?
Like, what?
Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator.
I mean, I guess.
So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Okay.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
If the room just moves up and down like
It
an
also
elevator,
spins
there's
around.
no reason for the doors to change.
Dude, I don't even remember half the stuff. Like, I'm so...
Plus,
I know
after the incident,
answers,
the far back door
but
in
like...
Grape Tower had chains wrapped
I don't at
around
the same
it,
time.
right?
I know that they're like trying to explain. I'm so
But when we
lost.
entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
Yes, yeah.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
Okay.
Did you
I
say?
was like, okay.
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
The things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them, not even the fact that they were all moved with the elevator. The one thing these all have in common. They were all huge. They were,
Even the tiny
I
parts.
see.
I see.
Is it safe to say that
Even the
all
little
items on the floor
fragments of
didn't
the pillar.
change?
And?
And
Why did the
And
picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
okay. Something unique about the elevator. Don't tell me it spins around. The doors change, but everything on the elevator stayed the same. Enormous circle, no ceiling, only the floor. You can only enter the one side. Wait, hold on. Something unique about it. I mean, you could only enter. Wait. There's no ceiling. It's an enormous circle. It's only. Should just be the
I
floor.
see.
Okay, I was gonna say. I was like, it should just be the floor.
so that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
There's no ceiling. I guarantee.
Only the floor moved?
Yes, only the floor.
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was.
Okay.
That's
I
why we
love
saw
the
different
music.
doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
What's the outside?
Just for show.
That's what Nagito did
Why
for
was
sure.
something like that necessary?
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
Yep.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
I mean,
Did you hear
Obviously.
that, Monami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
what? What?
Like, there's no
What?
way that's gonna happen. Stop with the
What?
tasteless
What is
jokes.
happening?
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but
Seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's gonna happen to the chain on the other side of the door?
chain?
The door that leads to Strawberry Hall has a chain it wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button on the Strawberry Hall side, the door won't open as long as that chain is there.
You don't need to worry about that at all.
Huh?
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Just for that.
Would it really
Just
have
for that.
inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience.
I was gonna say,
After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
it's me, I'm the
Hold on.
ultimate weapon.
You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain.
What a
Fine
pain.
already.
Alright,
Gundam,
Psyche.
please proceed.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so,
Right.
how does the contact
Right.
elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
I see. Now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality?
I don't even know what reality is anymore.
Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
Yes, please. What does it mean? I agree. What does this mean? If the two houses are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? That's a very good question, Hajime, because I don't know.
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning
It's clearly contradictory.
Look at them.
What's with this iron
I
curtain
was
of
gonna say,
teamwork?
the double teaming is crazy. So Gundam and Sonia have a matching arguments. It sounds like it makes sense, but there's a flaw in their argument. Someone's account should definitely confirm that. Someone's account, you say. Wait, what were the bullets again?
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
Oh, I forgot that
However,
you can't.
at both houses,
God damn it.
if the contact elevator is behind...
Oh my god.
Dude,
What's happening?
I was trying to cycle through, but I forgot that like the right bumper is like slows down time and not like cycles through the bullets the other direction. So apparently the compass needle spun 180 degrees while it was inside the contact elevator.
The towers are in opposite...
Which means you're...
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
But it moved 180.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. Thanks for your account, Kazuichi.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't
Keep
that right,
forgetting to
Kazuichi?
put it into auto every time.
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Uh-huh. Gotcha.
that.
Ah,
Yeah.
that.
Strange. From start to finish,
Strange.
somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the
What?
building's perimeter as it rotated to the other
What?
side. Which means the exit would be on
What?
the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
Nagito's just so smart. She's the one who asked about the compass.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Well, considering what
You
island
are
we're
at the
on.
funhouse.
Yeah, I
Well,
was gonna
a
say.
funhouse
Yeah,
is an amusement
like
park
we're on the
attraction, you
amusement
know.
park island.
And
so
since
it's
the
like,
building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not
sure makes
splendid
for
at all.
something.
You're inhuman.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human
But
to
I'm
begin
just
with.
a bear.
I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
It's me.
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my. I can't believe I have to
He's so
explain that now.
sassy.
As long
Oh
as you
my.
know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
Oh, there's my health bar. What an octagon means, huh? That reminds me, an octopus has 8 legs. I wonder if that means any.
I see!
Oh god.
If I recall, an octagon is
Oh
a shape with 8
my
sides,
god.
right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable. I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
He's just so funny.
The place befitting of the name Octagon. Grape House is 6-sided and the Strawberry House is 4-sided. Neither of them are 8-sided. When you combine those places, a certain place will become 8-sided. Select a suspicious spot. We combine right here?
Here!
Oh. I was like, if you combine, okay, alright.
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
You just, that's
Why
a
is that
mouthful.
place the octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house?
Mm-hmm.
If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room.
In the depths.
In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the octagon.
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse. Which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru.
That's insane.
Okay.
Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery. And then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime.
He's
Truly
going cuckoo
deserves
again.
To be called the ultimate weapon.
The funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon? What does this mean? I'm asking the same question. How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer who did that? I would love to know. I think that's what we're all here for.
Class trial suspended. Oh god.
Hiya!
Why, hello there. I thought of a new bad word to call mon ami.
I can already tell I won't be pleased by this.
Then let me say it right away.
I'm already used to insults and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word.
Mon ami is a serious devoutly?
Maybe. That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stefatly, huh?
That's not it. That's not it at all.
Yeah.
Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack for incorporating all three of this would be... Stefatly.
Jesus. There's There's a fat hidden in there.
Okay, everyone, all together now. Mon ami is a serious Stufatly.
Well, I guess we were right in pronouncing it.
That's such a crazy
Yes,
thing,
I would
though.
love to save my progress. Thank you for being so nice.
Hello. I hope your day is well. I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up.
Oh.
My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw.
You okay, Kaylin?
But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
Mm-hmm. Remember that advice for Persona.
Okay.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon.
Neither
Oh
did
well.
I. What?
Let's just
Huh?
push on ahead.
What? What?
Is it really all right to accept a situation so
Excuse
easily?
me?
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
I would love to find out.
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
I was gonna say.
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Okay.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual.
Why'd he say it like that,
There's no
though?
such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything.
Here we go
you know?
again.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
Not the waterfalls. Nagito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer
Buddy,
used
I'll
the
give you
building
one guess.
structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building structure. So what was Nekomaru's cause of death that also utilized the building structure? A dead battery? Well, there's no way he would have been crushed by the elevator. Did he fall?
I see!
He fell?
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
He fell?
He got some fall
Died
damage.
from falling?
If the funhouse's
He didn't
secret
have feather
is that
falling
it's a structure
for.
where both towers and houses are vertically connected,
He didn't have enough levels
then
to
the killer
enchant.
made use of its height and caused
Oh,
Nekomaru
God.
to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know
I was
yet.
gonna say, where, yeah.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method.
But I mean,
Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
you know, if I
It
had
might
the
be
answer.
possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the first floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
Okay.
Got it.
My gut is going crazy right now.
If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm going to reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
A difference in elevation is required to make the victim die from falling. In order to create that difference, according to Chiaki, Nekomaru was locked inside the tower and moved from the 4th floor to the 1st floor. That wouldn't have worked on any of us, but in Nekomaru's case, it would have been possible.
When the You can't go through the door.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Okay.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside.
But he wasn't moving if he was shut off.
No, that's wrong.
Okay. Alright. Break.
That sensor should only work if something is moving.
He wasn't moving.
If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes.
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me. Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
It's crazy. A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it. Chalky seems to have an idea, but what way could that be?
Doing that silly zoom thing.
The new looking hammer, yes. They use the new looking hammer to simulate a drop.
If you arrange it a certain way,
if they wanted people to think it was the hammer, why didn't they get it dirty?
Drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
I don't think so.
What?
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
No.
What about the oil on the floor?
No.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Okay.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest!
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Ways to create a difference in elevation while Nekomaru is still inside the elevator. If I combine that with the fact that only the elevator floor moves, that Nekomaru was also tied up.
You are so quiet right now.
I don't know what's happening. Is it fine now?
Right now it's fine.
Okay. That's right. By hanging it from up... Oh my god. Hanging it from there, the killer was able to dangle Nekomaru in the air upside down. Okay,
If
so
you
he
arrange
used the
it a certain
wire.
way,
How do you agree with people again? Is it still Y?
It's the same button. It's just blue.
Oh, okay. So I don't have to like...
You can't.
you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So like that's disagree.
So
'cause
you're
it's
telling
that
us all-
yellowy orange.
Okay.
To think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement. The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we...
What about the oil on the floor?
The
No.
doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Yeah.
I agree
I was
with
gonna
that.
say, they had to have tied it to the doorknob because it broke off.
Didn't the doorknob
Or
have
it was
scrape
a
marks
trap
on it?
by the killer.
It was a trap. You've unleashed my trap
Might
card.
have been where it got scraped by the wire.
God.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
Well, considering the shape of it, yes.
The tip of that wire was tied into a
Yeah,
loop.
yeah.
If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob,
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor.
Mm-hmm.
With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
Damn.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like.
You better not finish that sentence.
Jesus.
the killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
L.
Too easy.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay. All right, Mr. Kazuichi.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
Okay.
Why? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
I'm trying not to make any comments because I know what's going on.
Me not make any comments?
No, I'm trying not to
Oh.
make any comments.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from... How would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push... There's no way they could do that!
Sort of. Do I understand? I
It
don't
doesn't
know.
mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
But...
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Yeah.
If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do... Now's the
forgot that I
time,
have to do
but in
this.
that case... You still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
Hold on. Thanks to Kazuichi, I think I figured out how the killer dropped Nekomaru. Did we?
Yes.
Alright, if I use that evidence, I should be able to break through Kazuichi's remarks too.
What? Nekomaru fell on it. Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode. If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time if you... But in that case, you still won't be able to Moving the elevator with Neko is just impossible. End of story. What? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode.
Allow me to
Okay,
confirm
yeah.
those words.
Alright.
I'm so
Because I was gonna
proud.
say, like...
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while
yeah,
he
he
was
would've
suspended
freaked
upside
out.
down in midair?
I mean, I would've. I would've been like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
happening? I forgot it's not an
What
auto.
are you saying?
Oopsie.
Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it
Yeah.
was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode.
Would've,
Which
should've,
means
could've.
the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why,
Yes.
if
I
something
believe
like
that is
that
what you
happened to
stated.
you would start panicking a lot, right?
Yeah.
Instinctively, your body would start moving. Mekamaru probably did exactly that.
Which is reasonable.
Yeah.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Okay, reasonable.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least
What if they
tried to do
loosened the
something to cover it
screws?
up.
So it would break off easier. The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that it even happened was because
In that case, I shall use my full power. Ooh.
with a fierce roar, Nekomaru put all of his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands. But clatter, clatter, clatter.
Not yet. Here it comes. The incredible strength of 1,000,000 horsepower. Ooh.
Wait, isn't it creaking? If you break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck in here. If that's really what it was, then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
Excuse me.
I believe you gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this.
Jesus Christ.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up
I like the
falling
people
while
that
he
just
was still
ignore him.
hanging upside down.
So,
That
like,
doesn't mean he just
anyways.
crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I can think of that happened to him was he ran out
Cola
of
came out of
battery.
his eyes.
Cola. Well, he collided with the pillar.
I see.
Yeah, he had to.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how
Finally, the
shattered,
pillar is
and why
crazy.
oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was
Well,
totally
you are
right.
a little.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. 'Cause even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I.
Okay.
There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
There's no way I could be late.
If we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know.
Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another. But I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction. Make your argument. I almost just disconnected my controller.
Oh my god, what?
I was moving my leg
You
up.
would have lost that time.
Yeah. I was moving my
headed for
leg
Great
up
Tower.
and it caught on the
Before
cord
7
and
a.m.,
almost
I am
ripped the
certain.
cord out of the controller.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
Okay.
Killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's gotta be it!
The alarm that caused Nekomaru's death rang at 7:30 a.m., but we discovered his body before 7 a.m. Akane said that... Oh my god. Akane said that's because the killer messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. It's wrong to shift the debate towards that side. I should point out what's wrong with that first. Oop, that is not the right button. Alarm timer, radio clock.
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But
Oop, that's not the right one. Fixing it doesn't automatically adjust itself if the time is off. Basically, it's an amazing, precise clock that can't be tampered with. Can't be tampered with.
was set for 7. Nekomaru
Can't be
died.
tampered with, right?
Those must
The killer probably messed with the clock
Right?
inside Nekomaru.
No, that's wrong.
I think you got it.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the
exactly
clock Miss
what I'm
Sonia
saying.
saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
Maybe.
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks
I
had the
do
same
declare.
time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Humans.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
What? I'll crush you into dog food.
This time-related contradiction, I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. Which clock was meth?
Whoa,
Oh
whoa,
god!
whoa. Chat, chat,
Dude,
she's right here. She's right here.
Whoa. It was a speech impediment moment. I don't know. Fuck, I've mixed
It's
up
the
my
Freudian
words.
slip. You're trying to talk about that.
Which clock was messed with, and how was it messed with, and why didn't we realize it? Why is there so many W's? Think. If I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery.
Oh, you're quiet again. Where'd you go?
I don't know. Hold on. Oh, logic dive. Hold on. Can I pause, please? For just a split second. Let me pause. Okay. Let me see. Is it quiet on Discord or on the stream?
It's quiet for just a little bit. I don't have the stream volume up,
Okay.
honestly. But you go quiet for just like a little bit, and then you're back to normal. It's so confusing.
Dude, I've been having nothing but problems with this mic. So hold on.
Yeah,
Let me
because there were a part of it where you cutting out a little bit too.
today or just
Today.
oh fuck.
I wasn't sure if it was going through on the stream though, so I didn't say anything.
Okay. So I just turned up the volume on Discord. So hopefully that should help. Let me know if it goes quiet again, because I'm literally like inches away from my mouth and talking into the mic, so it should not be going quiet.
Man, I got my mic like cheap off of Amazon.
Dude,
Maybe you did a cheap Amazon mic.
Dude, I don't know. PJ was thinking that it might be a software related thing, that I might have to delete the software that I use for it and just run it like normal. So maybe I try that, because I genuinely have no idea what could be causing this mic to be having so many issues. Either that or it's just a faulty mic and I just need to get a new one.
Oh.
Okay, logic dive. Pro skateboarder. He may not have a talent, but at least he can skateboard.
I don't know. It looks more like snowboarding.
Or that.
I mean, there's just not wheels.
What did we misunderstand? Who the killer is?
Yeah.
Wow. Yippee. Question 2. What clock was tampered with? The building? No, fuck. It's not, because
why would you slide off
I
the
don't know.
side?
I don't know. Fuyuhiko said that it can't be the building because he checked all of them and then... But... both?
You're so silly.
No. Wait,
You're
are
so
you kidding
silly.
me?
You were on the right one and you fell off.
I don't know, man.
They just said Nekomaru's clock cannot be messed with.
That's why I was like, but then Fuyuhiko said that the building ones, but yeah, I guess that, okay.
He said he checked them, not that they weren't tampered with.
Yeah, that's my bad. I misunderstood. Well,
and then you ran up the side. I thought you were just gonna test it just in case, but no, you decided to run off the side instead.
Yeah, I'm not the smartest cookie in the bunch. Which house had the wrong time? I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong.
Well, don't run off the side.
Both houses.
It was close.
It was both.
Wow, you got it!
Yay! Yeah, I totally didn't yeet myself off of the edge at all.
On the right one.
You know what? I don't even know.
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Mm-hmm. It's not on auto.
None of the clocks had the wrong time.
Jeez.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
Maybe.
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
Mm-hmm.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was.
What?
There's no way I would have noticed that.
Throwing myself off on the right track.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
Who knows? She's right. That's the main problem. How much of the time was off after the killer messed with the clocks? if there's something that could be a standard for measuring time, that should be the clue. Alright, I need to find that. I'm going to reach the truth in one go. I thought it was gonna be Hangman's Gambit. I was gonna be like, bro, please.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Probably
Are there
7:30
any
still.
clues that can be used to narrow
Probably
that down?
7:30 still.
If only I heard the sound when he fell. It would have been a great clue.
Wait, if only you heard the sound, but didn't everybody hear a crash? What are the truth bullets?
Or his scream.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough, we would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
By how much? Oh my god! By how much did the killer adjust the time inside the building? In order to make that clear, an event that had an exact time and the event we can acknowledge that the event actually happened, I need to compare those two.
If the time...
Oh. Oh.
Then we can only rely. The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used? If only I heard the sound when he fell.
Here's something,
I agree
though.
with that.
You all did. Well,
You all did.
That's right. We should have
Except
heard the sound he made when
Nagito.
he fell. Wasn't it that
Why did
rumbling noise?
Naruto not know?
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru
just an
fell?
earthquake.
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
I was gonna say, if you didn't,
We heard that
Nagito,
noise too.
then that's very
It was
alarming.
when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge.
Get it? No,
What is
you
it,
didn't
Sonia?
like that. Okay.
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard?
Oh,
I did not
guess
hear it
you
at
didn't
all.
hear it either.
Huh?
Sure.
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
Huh.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can
I was
tell?
gonna say,
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
if that rumbling sound we heard was at 5:30 a.m., it's like the answer to how much of our time was off is literally right in front of me. Are we really?
Literally.
I see.
Okay.
It's literally 4
Nekomaru's
hours.
alarm went off at 7:30. And if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
I remember where this is going
2
right now.
hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
To fuck
The
around
reason
and
is
find
obvious.
out.
So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Lure out only Nekomaru?
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. If they were trying to lure out only Nekomaru, then that specific thing is... I mean, only Nekomaru would have known what time it actually was. If so, the specific thing the killer used was... It was obviously the rumbling noise. The rumbling noise...
time. It's time!
I see! That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Grape Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right?
Right.
But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I'm
At that
like,
time, he was
what
heading
is
over
happening?
to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Like
Too
gas.
early. He didn't even ask you yet.
Jeez, how outrageous. I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad.
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it. It's incorrect.
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Huh?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Go ahead, Fuyuhiko.
What the hell do you mean?
It's your turn.
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Who is the bastard indeed? It's whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? It's Hajime. I'm sorry to break the news, but it's Hajime.
You're the only one!
Mr. Sassy
the one
Pants.
Who wasn't there. It's you. Right, Nagito?
Uh-oh.
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
Ah, yes. The clock incident.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Where were you indeed?
Please, say something!
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
What?
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Huh?
That's
I was
odd.
in a pretty deep
Oh
sleep.
my god, that went by so
I thought
fast.
that's why I couldn't hear it, but it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
The only people who didn't hear the rumbling noise were Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The secret is what these three have in common. Could it have something to do with the guest rooms they were staying in? If that's the case, then I might have to figure out what they have in common. Because they were soundproof, no? Oh, fuck.
And you said everyone. By the way, Hiro sent a message in general. Oh, you don't have to check right now.
Oh.
I just wanted to let you know. It was directed at us.
I was like trying to remember, and then I was like, they're the deluxe rooms, because I was like looking at the letters, and I was like,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Alright. It's fine. Everything is
Chat,
fine.
I'm looking away. I'm gonna go play some solitaire.
Yippee!
I got it!
It wasn't that bad. I only hit like, what, 2? 3? 4?
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you
I
were
don't know how
staying
many I
in
hit.
deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
Soundproof!
new Hangman's Gambit. Soundproof!
The guest rooms are divided up by quality grade. The deluxe room is soundproof and has excellent air insulation. The standard room has so insulation, but it's still pretty decent. And the crummy room has severe airflow and draft problems.
I don't know what to respond to that message in general.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
It is not an auto.
That's
I was
right.
like, what is happening?
It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your alternate reserve corps student talent? Now then, you guys
I'm
must
so sorry. I
understand
love
by now,
Hajime,
right?
but him
The
bullying
true
Hajime
identity
is
of
so funny.
Nekomaru's killer.
Oh, hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Nagito already
Decisive
knows.
Factor?
Hey, Sour!
Hi, Sour.
Welcome back.
Somehow
We're
I
just vibing with
feel-
Nagito.
Somehow I feel like I understand what Nagito means. If I think about the features of their guest room, that person's actions are clearly strange because that person might be the killer. Is that what it means? Are you fucking kidding me?
Like, obviously I know, but I don't... The trial's good. Naruto is being sassy and it's so funny. So silly. Honestly, I don't know how you're supposed to have it. I mean, I know, but you have to remember certain stuff about the chapter. How is that a decisive clue?
I was gonna say...
Are you going between Kazuichi and Mahiru?
No, I'm like, I don't know. Because it's either Kazuichi or... I have a 50-50 shot between the two options I'm debating between.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna flip a coin.
Oh my god. Sorry. Just
I'm
flip
flipping
a coin.
Okay. Heads, it's Kazuichi. Tails, it's Gundam. I got Tails.
Which one was Tails again?
Gundam.
Oh, Gundam.
You're the only one! Gundam, there's something I want to ask you.
That's insane.
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
The power of heads or tails.
What's wrong with that?
It's crazy.
If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right?
Oh.
Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same
I
house
forgot
on the
that
same
he
floor.
Yeah,
stayed
that's
in a
why I
deluxe
said
room.
I don't remember how you're like I don't know how you're supposed to
So
remember.
why were you able to hear that alarm?
I mean, I remembered, but also just played it
Now
again.
that you mention it,
Gundam?
Oh,
There's only
Sonia.
one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Crazy work. I genuinely would not have remembered
Gundam.
that he stayed in a deluxe room.
You have some sort of explanation,
Oh,
right?
Sonia.
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko. Me?
Nice job, Fuyuhiko.
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right?
Right.
Your boy. Yeah,
If you were in the lounge for
he
that
was a big
long,
role in this
the
one.
killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap
Mekamaru.
that utilized the alarm in his chest,
She's so cute.
the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
It feels like
In their
Clue right
original
now.
plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off.
In the tower with the wire.
And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room. Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
Yeah. Good on you, King.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh shit, I forgot to turn it off of auto. I'm so sorry.
This is something. It's louder than the supreme ruler of the netherworld bellowing for his sacrifice. Bellowing. I don't. Okay. Don't go making all that noise so suddenly.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but... How ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Answer me this. Including myself in my four dark devas of destruction, how many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Can we fact check that?
Is that your argument? You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm.
That's suspicious.
Right. That's all
That's
it was.
weird.
The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
I was gonna say, yeah, it's I don't know about that one, Chief.
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime...
Oh boy, here we go.
This class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened.
I was gonna say, he is... Hi, Fuse.
At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder.
How are you?
What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Ah, you said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
No.
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Has it?
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
For these
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House...
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me?
Sorry,
Why
she's
don't we stop
funny.
this already?
Secret passageway.
A contradiction is when something is obviously wrong, there's no contradiction I can't shoot through. If my power isn't enough, I need to borrow everyone's power so I can shoot through Gundam's contradiction.
Oh, no, okay.
How do you
That
do that
elevator
again?
was-
Do you hold Y?
I think it's holding Y.
The only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken.
Why? Like, it's kind of crazy because I think in the 3rd trial, I had to do that. I had to absorb one of the words too, or one of the prompts, but they didn't like give it away that that's what we were going to be doing. He kind of just gave it away. I remember because I was stuck on that for the longest time, and then you said you need to, like, I think you gave me a hint where like you needed to like absorb one of the words, and I totally forgot that that was a feature that you could do in the trials.
That's okay. I forgot in
Your
the 3rd game you can commit
assumption
perjury.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House...
Since I was at Strawberry House at that, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer
Oh,
do you
fuck,
plan
I
to
fucked
lecture
up.
me?
So I was gonna say,
Why
there's
don't we
no
stop
way
this
that
already?
he can have an accomplice. Do you
elevator
hold it and then let go, or do you have to hold it for like until it confirms
You
it?
hold it, and then yeah, it'll become a bullet. And once it's a bullet, then you just use it like a normal bullet.
The only means of travel, as long as that your assumption. Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot.
Since I was at Strawberry, there's no question
Whoa,
that the
the game
following
just started
would have been
lagging.
different
Holy
if they hadn't
shit.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
A secret.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two
I
No,
thought I
that's
missed.
wrong.
I
Nice.
thought I missed.
It's okay. You didn't.
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
I wonder what piece of evidence
Such
we
a
can
method
use
does
for
not
that.
exist.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Hey, Nagito.
I want to imagine everyone just turns and looks.
Everybody just turns and looks to Nagito.
Yeah, look at him, he's sassy again.
You're the only one!
You're the only one.
Nagito, you should know.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Nagito, why are you here?
Because I showed up.
There's a secret passage connecting the first
What a
floor of Strawberry
great
House
reply
to
to
the
that.
third floor of Grape House.
I'm gonna start using that. Why are
Isn't
Why are
that
you here?
right?
I showed up.
Because I showed up.
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show off.
Oh
But
boy.
you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down. Surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they use that
Imagine
secret passage,
playing the
they
final
could have
dead
gone
room
between the two
and not
houses
making
as
it
much
out.
as they wanted.
Infinity unlimited
Oh, hello.
flame!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa.
Infinity
What was
unlimited
this?
However,
flame.
what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
Monokuma pointed
There's
it
no
out.
way they didn't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your
Illusion.
own suspicion.
What?
If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
Did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Okay.
Oh my
okay.
God.
All right. Oh boy.
You
Here we go.
wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Angie. Okay.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes,
Oh my god.
provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
What is he saying?
I can't back down!
Oh, what the fuck is this? Oh fuck.
Oh,
Oopsie. Just a little more and I can draw something out
Even
next
if
time.
the turbid box
My
doesn't
bad,
exist,
OG.
you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how
What is he
frail I say!
yapping about?
Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I don't even know how to reply
I
to
already
that.
proved a secret
Oh,
passage
I didn't
exists.
even need to duel that time. I thought I was
The
gonna have
secret
to duel.
passage was at the
Oh, I think
Octagon.
you got it too close the first time.
Know the
Oh.
limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur!
You what?
If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least
What?
pray to the key which dwells in the light.
Huh? He probably means try providing the evidence that the killer went to the Octagon, right? If that's the case, I should have it too. The key which dwells in the light that will break through the darkness.
Know the limits
What
of your
in
own
the Kingdom
reasoning.
Hearts?
You say the killer went to the octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind...
Allow me to cut through those words!
Allow me to cut through those words.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body. The hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
Through the wormhole.
The only place I can think of is the octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
All of the above.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
Obviously.
It seems this is
Chat,
the end.
is he cooked?
Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us
Like
with
Terror
a
Terror.
very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act, so I'm going to end this right now.
Okay.
Hey, what do you...
First of all, by messing with
He
all the clocks
really
in the
said,
building,
"Fuck you
Gundam tried
and
to
your
lure
closing
only
argument.
Nekomaru.
Fuck you.
The elevator was
You wanted to
probably
put your
broken
little
by
comic
that point.
together? Fuck
Thanks
you.
to that, Nekomaru
Fuck
wasn't
you
able to go
and
to
your
Great
closing
Tower,
argument.
which was supposed to
Oh,
be the
he's
meetup point.
so
So he tried
funny.
going over to Strawberry
So
Tower, just like
funny.
we did when we found out
He
the
said,
elevator was
really
broken.
said, I don't
Well,
need to listen to
it's
you
obvious
yap
he'd
about the
attempt
closing
that.
argument.
At that
I'll
time,
do it for you.
we didn't know the two towers were
He's like,
the
"It
exact
takes
same
so
place.
long.
Also, the
I'll do it
button
for
in
you."
Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise!
But
Gundam was waiting
surprise.
for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And, without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case,
Oh,
okay?
Jesus.
Through this, Gundam successfully lured
Oh,
Nekomaru to
he's
Strawberry
so
Tower.
funny.
There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting it.
Hold on! What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
Uh-oh.
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me!
He's
I
crashing
cannot
out.
Oh, he
ignore
is
those
crashing
words.
out.
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
He's crashing out.
Fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish
Oh
just
god, I
yet.
forgot the rhythm
Maybe I'm just
part.
a human destined for hell.
Yep.
However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious. I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions.
All right.
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Obviously.
Just as I thought, truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument, it was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line.
I know,
However,
right?
I cannot say
It is
that
a
I'm
good line.
satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
Yet.
I guess you really don't want to admit it. Then, just as you requested, I will provide an argument that'll leave you no choice but to be persuaded. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire!
I low-key, like, missed the first one. I'm not gonna lie.
Crushed as David prophesized! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesized! Show me the cadaver! Show me the cadaver!
But why did he say it twice?
I won't let you!
I don't know.
For the Tanaka Empire! Wither!
Wither.
Crushed as David prophesized!
He's playing Minecraft.
I won't let you!
Oh god.
For the Tanaka Empire! Wither!
Wither.
Crushed as David prophesized!
What
For the
interesting
Tanaka
lines.
Empire! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! For the Tanaka
Am I
Empire!
supposed to keep doing this? What am I doing?
Yeah. It's negative, which means you just can't see it.
It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily?
Oh, fuck. I didn't see the word the.
Poor Dark Davis,
Dude, I didn't see the word the. I should have, like, read the fucking prompt. I always fuck that up, too. That's
No, it's okay. That one, I followed it too.
It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily?
This is the end!
This is the end.
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as
I was
you
like,
have
is
the
it gonna
power of the
go to the
hamsters
next
you
one?
keep with you.
Oh?
Oh?
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Of course that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundams. In fact,
Stood
we saw
for
that with
their
our very own
Davis.
eyes,
The
right?
4 Dark Devas of Destruction.
Emissary of evil, in accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come to lend me your aid. Pierce through, Supernova Silver Fox Sandy.
Ah, it pressed the button.
Truly, this is the skyline lamentation art of the demon mouse. Ha ha ha! Soon, the door of destiny shall open.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right?
They did indeed.
Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Mekamaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Gundam.
Yeah, why do you say it like
I
that?
don't know. He's crashing out.
He
Not
is.
just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are.
Splendid.
I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It
I think he
appears
did.
I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
Man, you know who really crashed out? Mikon.
Dude, she crashed out. Oh, I do get to finish the thought.
Yeah.
I do get to sit here and do this. That's kind of crazy. The hamster pressed it.
Oh my god, his cheeks.
The
It's
sunken
like the
in.
indent.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Oh. Whoopsie.
Oh my god, wait, go back to that panel real quick. Look at the hamsters. No, on the left. That one.
That's crazy.
Look at that.
Oh no. Damn it. Hello? This music is just, I'm just vibing.
Oh yeah. I love the music.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Dude, scared me for a second.
Let's first go over the many tricks the
Sorry.
killer
Zone
performed
out for
before they
1
committed the
minute.
crime.
My bad.
And let's go over this case. You know who's
First, they
internally
destroyed the
crashing out
contact
right now?
This
Nagito.
separated Nagito
I
and
thought
the
we
others
could
in
avoid this
Strawberry
part.
House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours.
He really took daylight savings time to an extreme, didn't he?
Yeah, it's only
Additionally,
supposed to be
in order
one.
to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else.
Oh no, it was sour.
That secret being Strawberry House and Grape
Sour.
House are actually the same building.
It wasn't you because you wouldn't have gotten caught.
Yeah.
On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up
Sour
and headed
was
over to
one
Grape
of
Tower
the
for a
4
specific
dark
reason.
days of destruction. Trust. I was the mouse.
There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m. But by
So
that
funny.
point, the killer had already already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Tai Chi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of
With the
Nekomaru's
power
neck.
of hamsters, he pushed the good night button on the back of his neck.
This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile.
What a
From there,
crazy
the killer
picture,
began
that bottom
preparing to
left
use
one.
the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower. And to keep us from discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending. And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful. And placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door.
The hammer is just so funny.
This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage. So they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30.
Good morning.
To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob. But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking.
That's true.
That is true. I was there, chat.
Nekomaru fell
I
from
was
the
the
fourth
pillar.
floor all the way to the first floor.
I was the hammer.
He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on
Hey, at
impact,
least I'm being
and
the
died.
stepping stone.
The
I
sound
was
of
a decoy.
Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse.
Okay, he knows it.
However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko.
Sour said shaking my head.
Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room. because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Sure.
Complete!
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop
Not
using weird
Tanaka.
words to avoid the truth.
Yeah.
Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru?
How is he
cannot
gonna play
believe something like
volleyball
that.
now?
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
How's he gonna play volleyball now? That's crazy. But did you ever think maybe he did it to save everyone from starving to death? Maybe he was the real stepping stone.
I got an A. Yippee!
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever! Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
At the most important
Yeah,
part.
this trial is very sad. I think it was one of the most sad, in my opinion. Just... Ugh. Bad if I bit my tongue again. So I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results...
Yahoo!
You guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement.
I don't know, I lost that one time, so technically that's
Well,
true. That's not
also, we'd have to get 4 in a row without mistakes, because if we made a mistake, we'd all be dead. So...
Yeah. Except that one time I lost. But that doesn't
What
count.
time are you talking
That's
about?
not canon.
Not canon.
That's right. The one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the funhouse.
Amazing funhouse.
Was Gundam Tanaka.
Nice!
Yay! Said all that without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with.
Hold on. It's true the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish yet until we hear it from Gundam.
Jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing.
He is very
Yeah,
sassy
he's-
in this chapter.
This chapter, oh my god, he's so funny. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like.
Fall, my tears.
Aww. Why do you want to talk to the one who is lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well.
Is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing.
Correct?
How pitiful.
You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake.
Huh?
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died.
Damn it!
Lost and died?
This, too, must be the will of causality.
Sorry, I was waiting for him to finish his
Oh, you're
line.
good.
If he was just trying to cling to life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow it.
You. What do you mean? Explain.
Fine, then. Then I shall reveal it all.
Let's make history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse. And I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away, or even called for help. But he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
That is...
A fight that risked life and death?
Let me tell you this.
He was serious, too. He gave it his all to try and kill me. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself.
I can see it!
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
Comforting, okay.
Comforting.
That's a great line.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
Actually insane.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
Your oil!
That is...
Oh, God.
Why did you fight? We are all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong.
I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you.
Let me tell you this.
However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
You weakling!
There's nothing more courageous about that. More? Where did that come from? That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation.
Exclamation!
Wait, are you telling us just to wait until we starve to death?
I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other.
Huh? Do you mean that you'd rather die?
Fall, my tears.
Oh, stop. Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone had been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch, you will die!
Okay. Giving up on life. That's just an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog?
Cannibalism.
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism.
Listen well.
That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself?
I shall engulf this world.
If a world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life.
I renounce you!
It is a violation of the natural order. It is arrogance of humanity.
You. Are you saying all that just to try to justify what you just did? I don't know what the fuck that sentence was. I did not read that right at all.
It's okay. I do that literally every single time. But it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Ugh.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I have already said, I do not intend to force my value upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth.
Fall, my tears.
But even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh.
That belief is why you committed your crime.
You...
Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make history.
Unlike Nagito, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well?
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that, well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me. You didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you?
I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question.
My name is Gundam Tanaka!
Just who do you think I am? I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools.
Fade like dust in the wind.
Not in a million years. Not in... Okay. Years. Not in a million. Not in a billion. Not in 10,000 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible.
Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that.
Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started.
Hi, hero.
Hi, hero. Monokuma, let us begin.
What's up?
Yes,
Yo.
indeed.
Yay! Got it. I have prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
Please wait!
This is just too much.
I beg of you.
Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam.
Huh?
Miss Sonia.
I beg of you.
She basically said it.
Sonia. An act of unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself.
Gundam.
It's fine to start for reals, right?
Jesus.
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However...
What is it, my four dark devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end. Pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end!
Rent was due.
Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Punishment.
I'm gonna miss him. Man, this game sucks.
Oh. Oh.
I hate this game.
He's doing a summoning circle.
Sorry. The 4 dark days.
That bear spawned in Noah's Ark. That's crazy work. Oh. Oh.
Oh, they're crying. Oh, Gundam.
Well, Gundam. No. No. R.I.P. Gundam. Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still linger deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it. I lost 2 of my characters this time.
Damn it indeed. I'm so pissed off I need to throw something.
Damn it!
You all spent so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit, every last one of you. But the biggest piece of shit is me.
You're worst.
Damn it. Why am I so weak?
Oh.
It's such a downer, clearly. But still. Even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he will be very cross with us.
Oh my god.
You're right. You're
She's
right.
crying.
We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. Never mind, yeah.
Yeah.
For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that.
Hey! Hey!
How long are you guys gonna stand around chattering? Class trial is over. It's okay for you to hurry back to Jabberwock Island. However, killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that.
Wait!
Hold on. How much longer are you gonna keep doing this? Seriously, how long is he gonna keep doing this? How long is this going to continue?
Now then.
All right, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food.
Hey, hey!
Hold on a sec. That mood shift is too damn fast.
It's not like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live, right?
She's certainly something else.
But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey.
Then let's go back for now and eat. And then, after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then, let's do our best again. Yeah, you're right. With this, the class trial has come to an end, and once again we return to Jabberwock Island. With the size of our group has definitely diminished. But despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our very best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial, but at that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. I wonder who he could be talking about.
Oh.
Wow. Speak of the devil.
Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. God, we suck. And before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information.
Well,
That book made him really happy.
That book really
Yeah.
did.
So, fun fact about Nagito. He's not the sanest individual. I guess they were too busy with other matters, or maybe they've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this.
damn it.
This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all. Even if it costs me my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
Monokuma appears!
Thank you, Monica.
All right, Nakuma has arrived. Summoned me.
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Hi, it's the lonely little Nagito. You all alone tonight, too?
What's the matter?
Oh, what's up? Face looks scary.
I see. So you can tell.
Hmm?
Ah, once you found out who the traitor is. You know me well.
Well,
Is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. I see. So we don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown is gonna take a little more time.
Hello.
Oh, why'd you summon me anyway? Are you finally gonna confess your love?
hey,
I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room. Oh yeah, what about it? There was information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
you don't even know?
Well, there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope's Peak Academy, right?
Of course.
That's right. I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot making.
But
If this file even contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
hey,
Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file?
Would it be a shock if he did?
No. Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information? What's wrong with that?
Oh, sorry.
If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do something small like that, right?
well,
That's not my point.
right?
My point is, you already know who the traitor is. What's wrong with that?
You're getting all riled up.
Well, you're splendidly correct when you say, I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monami after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Their existence means nothing, huh?
No, no.
That's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different.
Shing!
After all, that person is the Evil Future Foundation's lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff. That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know?
Huh?
Cooperation.
Hey,
Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? Yeah, people should not be so trusting.
Yeah.
I don't think I could trust, like, at all. That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I...
If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
You're real for
Me
that,
too,
Sour.
No, no, no.
Obviously, that's a big no-no.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you two. Well, I knew you would say that. Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. Just as I thought, you saw right through me.
You're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself and despair exist. You're right. You're a true believer of hope after all. I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Huh?
Reminds you? I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person,
Man.
they must be extremely unlucky.
Like...
But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Well...
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
Huh?
You don't know?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone in this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that could even be called ultimate hope. If you are alike, definitely remind me of him.
Hey.
Hey, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
See?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Huh? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island?
Hey.
Well, answer my question.
That's...
If the case, if that person is already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting? I felt like I talked a lot right there. Man.
The end of chapter 4. And we're down to 7.
We're down to 7. Danganronpa.
To be continued. Oh, his earring. Oh, the earring.
Well,
we stop it here, right? Because this is the start of chapter 5.
That's the end of the chapter. Okay. Chapter 5. Oh my god, you're making progress. No, we're sad, hero. We're sad. Gundam was awesome.
Pogger's earring.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Crazy work indeed.
I can't believe you would say that.
I did not crash out as much as I thought I was going to.
I know. Crash out more.
Okay.
What the heck?
My bad. I'll do better next time.
Okay,
Wait, I'll do
thank you.
worse next time. Technically. I'll do better at crashing out, but I'll do worse at the game to crash out.
No.
What? Then what am I supposed to do? Be emotional, be emotional. Well, it was a good trial, good chapter. I did not expect everything that happened, and I was lost 90% of the time, but it was good. Chapter 5, I'm scared. I can
As
only
you should be.
imagine what chapter 5 and 6 are gonna hold, but yeah. Granted, I know one of the things that happens, I just don't know when. But
yeah, you still haven't gotten there.
Yeah, no. But other than that, we're making good progress. So then next week we start chapter 5. And then the week after there probably won't be a stream just because I
probably
land late. And then we resume the following week.
Wait, so next week
Next week is the 6th.
Okay, yeah, and then the 13th probably
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, and then because I leave the 13th, and then we would stream again on the 20th.
Yep.
Who knows? I don't know. Anything's possible at this point. But you make a good
What if I'm playing the long?
streaming roadmap. I try. I don't know. I'll probably stream maybe in between then, depending on me and PJ were talking about potentially streaming Marvel Rivals, so that might be something that we stream. Don't know when, but it might be something. And then I don't know if we play.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you don't know. Maybe you don't know it's coming.
I don't. I have no idea what's gonna happen. But
Persona tomorrow?
Persona tomorrow, yes. Persona tomorrow.
Hell yeah. Since we've only played it one time.
But yeah, Persona tomorrow, so that'll be fun.
Persona!
And then yeah.
Yep.
Dude, another one.
Which one? 3 reload.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, Saris was telling us to play it. So
Yes.
we just started Persona 3. The reload. So and then we had to like restart like part of the way through because the game crashed. Oh my god, that stream was a mess. The game crashed. And then at the end we had to cut it out because I accidentally like showed my entire full name.
Accidentally
Right
doxed
at
her
the
full
end.
name.
Yeah. So we had to figure out how to cut that out.
It's okay. It was a test stream. And it
A test stream? I've been streaming for 5 months now.
They don't need to know. Okay? Everything's
Sorry.
fine.
Yeah, it was my first stream that day.
Yeah.
Never streamed before in my life.
Yeah, exactly. See? You get it.
Exactly.
But yeah, Persona tomorrow.
Yay, because we didn't get to do it on Wednesday. Because I was busy.
Happens to everyone their first stream. Exactly. You should have seen what happened to me.
Oh god. Dude. So, fun fact. Delilah decided to stream the wrong scene. And a certain thing was muted. So, when we were going through the game, about 50 minutes in, did you realize, or was it Sour that like brought it up?
I don't remember. I think
Someone realized that none of the sound from the game was going through.
Yeah.
You
No
could
game
hear-
audio at all.
You could hear us, but you could not hear the game audio.
Yep.
That was funny.
I will never live it down. It gets brought up. I mean, it doesn't get brought up all the time, but when it does get brought up,
No.
it's kind of funny. Actually, it's
Yeah.
hilarious because and now like I've picked up on the habit of like checking Streamlabs literally every couple minutes to make sure everything is working properly. Because if
Yeah,
I
I
don't,
always check as well.
I will literally like cause anxiety to just I don't know. But yeah, first 50 minutes, and I think that was like, oh my god,
It
that
was
was
a couple in.
chapter 2, I think.
Yeah, it was a bit in.
But it was kind of crazy. But
Wait,
it's
it might
okay.
have been chapter 1, because I remember part of it. We were hanging out by the park where the big
The
Monokuma
bomb
head
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, but I couldn't
Yeah,
remember
it
if that
was
was
somewhere
chapter
around
2
there.
or not. But
I don't know for sure. Oh wait, it might have been chapter 2 because that's where the game was. Yeah. Anyways, it was funny.
it was pretty funny, and I'm glad that it's sorted now that we, don't have that issue sometimes. But yeah, it was pretty fucking funny, I will say.
For sure.
But I think it's time to call the stream for right now.
I think so as well.
And then we continue next week.
Yep.
So thanks everybody for joining. Appreciate you guys. I can't speak today.
Smile.
Apparently. But thanks for chatting and joining along for the stream. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.